Welcome to Level Up, where you get the score on video games. Oh, and that portal at the end of my D review, it just transported me back to my room since October is over and it's safe. Yeah, anticlimactic. Anyways, some of you may remember that, roughly a year ago, I reviewed the awesome but unreleased game of Thrill Kill. As I've said, nothing could keep that game from being released anyways, proven not only by the fact that it was released online, but also that parts of it appeared in other games. This is mostly due to the fact that its developers, Paradox Development, still had a right to the engine they made for the game. It was just the gory content that was banned by EA. The best example of its legacy would be Wu-Tang Shoalin Style, which is pretty much a reskinning of Thrill Kill, and a game I would love to get my hands on. But the X-Men Mutant Academy series also uses its engine, though the gameplay has drastically changed. It's also worth mentioning now that all those titles were produced by Activision, giving me another reason to why they're my favorite company. So, let's take a look at a game that uses the Thrill Kill engine, X-Men Mutant Academy 2, for the Sony PlayStation.
Ready to tussle, sugar?
Have I used the term standard 2D fighting enough that you guys know what I mean by now? This is basically it, which is odd since the graphics are clearly 3D. Despite removing most of the awesome gameplay elements I like from Thrill Kill, 3D roaming and kill meter, I was really surprised to find that it still feels like Thrill Kill. Whenever you move, hit, or throw someone, it really looks the same way it would have in Thrill Kill. Anyone that has played it would notice it right away in X-Men Mutant Academy 2. There are also still meters in this game that fill according to how much damage you do to enemies, but not quite like the kill meter in Thrill Kill. You have 3 different meters which will fill depending on which attack you're using. Once they're full, you can press a corresponding button combination to launch a special attack towards your adversary. Also, don't ever worry about not remembering the combo for the meter attacks. They are clearly displayed for you before each fight and are really easy to pull off. As a matter of fact, a lot of the moves in this game are really easy to pull off, which as always is something I really like to see in fighting games. Here's one last cool gameplay feature. While you're playing, you'll notice you have a red section to your health meter after you get damaged. This section is health that you can get back over time. Though the section does get bigger the more damage you take, it still goes down, so it's not unlimited, and if the green part hits the end, you still get KO'd. Still, knowing how to properly use this can mean the difference between your loss and a come-from-behind victory.
Lick my boots while you're down there.
This game has a good— Whoa, what did she say?
Lick my boots. Lick my boots.
Sorry, Mystique has just been my favorite X-Woman ever since the second movie, and that gets me to my next point. The characters. Normally I have to describe them to you, but come on, this is an X-Men game. These guys are pretty widely known. Rogue, Storm, Sabretooth, you know these guys. They also added a lot more from the previous game, which is good, cause X-Men has a lot of diverse characters, and I think the selection in X-Men Mutant Academy 2 represents a fair microcosm of them. Though this does make me wonder, why are X-Men fighting other X-Men? I mean, I get things like Wolverine against Magneto and all that, but what does Cyclops have against Beast? This is really never explained, and as much as I tried, I just couldn't go along with it. While I'm at asking questions relating to characters, why can't Mystique change her look? That fighting element is used in other games, just look at Mortal Kombat's Shang Tsung. Sorry, some things just really bugged me there.
Not even warmed up.
That's pretty much all I have to say about X-Men Mutant Academy 2. It's definitely no thrill kill, but still pretty good for a 2D fighter, especially since it has the X-Men license. The game's look can be a little hit or miss, the characters' sayings can get old quickly, and the music can be boring, and there's that complete lack of plot for this superhero game, but I think the solid gameplay should compensate for all of that. Mix it with the unlockable content, the thrill kill engine, and the fact that come on, it's X-Men, and you got a pretty decent game. I give X-Men Mutant Academy 2 for the Sony PlayStation 8 levels out of 10. I'm Leo Melanson, and now you know the score.
Hooray!